Okay, so we're back, and hope you've all tried the lemon drink tea that we made earlier, and sort of steeping away here. It's delicious, man, I tell you, and it just seems to be a big bonus that it's so good for you and delicious at the same time. But this next one I'm going to make is even more delicious. It's good. So for this one we have turmeric powder. Now it's just easy enough to buy this at health food shops, and I mean you can buy it from all the main supermarkets, Countdown, Super Value, whatever, Woolworths. They all sell it. It's all pretty much organic. I mean, commercial growers obviously use a lot of chemicals on their land, fertilizers, artificial fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, etc. So there's always a residual amount that will get into the root systems of the plants, and this is from the roots. This is turmeric, so it grows as a tuber. One plant will yield maybe a dozen or so of these tubers, ground down into powder, becomes especially potent. So I usually get mine, go for the organic, the alternative farmers markets to get mine. It costs a little bit more, but it's well worth it. If you're going to do something, you might as well do it the whole way and not just halfway. So for this, what we do is we'll take a cup of water. It's just a saucepan, any old saucepan, preferably a saucepan that you don't mind staining, because this stuff is like the wickedest dye. It'll stain everything. It stains your hands. You can see my fingertips are all yellow through. And it's not from smoking because I don't smoke, but you'll see. So we'll just take like a cup of water. Big cup, put them there. There we go. And then once we've made this up, and it takes like maybe 10 minutes or so to render it down. So we'll take with that. Oh look, I'll show you another way. So I use glass jars to store it in. I only make small amounts up. It'll last. If you don't put it in the fridge and you've left it in the cupboard, it'll only last a day or two, and then it starts to separate and becomes really metallic-y, and it's not good. And the best way to do is in glass jars that have a good seal lid, and then you keep it in the fridge and it'll last for about 3 months. Chilled. So a good way of doing it is, once you get your pot on, for the jar that you're going to use in, for all accounts and purposes, it'll half in its value, so we'll go 2 of those. That way we know we've made the right amount to fit our jar. And I'd make no more than that up, unless of course there's a whole family, a whole tribe here, just me and the old man. One of these would last us a couple of weeks easily. And so we'll get the water on the go. Here's what it looks like. Always give it a good shake because it loves to try to separate back. And that's the paste. Glass jar, sealed lid, in the fridge. Tickety boo. So on the heat we go. And for a jar this size, I would put 2 tablespoons. One, 2. Try not to spill it everywhere because, man, it stains. So 2 tablespoons of our turmeric powder, and then if I bring you over here, perhaps you can come and watch the process down here on the stove. I'm presuming you can see that. Yep. So stirring the whole time. You've got to be careful you don't splatter it everywhere because it stains everything. So you stir it up, mix it up good. And what we'll do is we'll render that down until it becomes a thick paste. Like I say, 10 minutes on a medium heat. So you want to bring it up to temperature first. I've got it on high. So it's mixed in. So what we'll do there now is, and you've got to always remember the pepper. So I use cayenne pepper because it gives it a good, nice good hit. And you can, again, just ground black pepper. And what it does is the pepper has a reaction with the turmeric powder. And as the heat comes on and it starts to begin to change its structure under heat, the pepper helps to release the substance known as curcumin. You can Google that. Well, DuckDuckGo is a better browser to use. You shouldn't really use anything of bloody Google. But that releases the curcumin, and the curcumin is what we want. We want that in our bodies. And what that does is that eliminates all heavy toxins and residual toxins out of our bodies, off our main organs, heart, lungs, liver. It purifies the blood, purifies all of the urinary tract. It's really good for your backside and your intestines. And so just as that starts to come to the boil now, turn that down, and we'll just keep that at a simmer. And you want to keep stirring it because you don't want it to burn. And turmeric powder is really cheap. You know, a few, of course I'm telling you not to spill it in, and here's me just slopping it everywhere. Sorry-o. Yellow rag now. I don't know if you can see in there, but so we'll keep rendering it down. Like I say, it takes around about 10 minutes. So I'll keep doing this, and we'll cut for an ad from our sponsor, and we'll come back to this once I've got it done.